Hey there! So today we have another review. If you guys aren't aware, this is part of the vintage sour beers. They're all sour beers, pretty much. This is from still around out of Bloomington, Illinois. This is Destihls Saint Dekkera. This is their Flanders Oud Bruin. So if you guys don't know, you guys can skip ahead if you're aware about this stuff and skip ahead to the review. Jesus, 2013. About 6 months ago, found a retailer that was getting rid of their whole cellar beer, like just a bunch of beers that they bought like a gajillion years ago, and like nobody obviously buys sour beers anymore. I bet they have a bunch of stouts, but that got cleared out, and they're selling beers for literally $2.50 a bottle. Granted, these beers anywhere from 2013, Jeebus Christ, I guess anywhere from 12 to 5 years old, right? Like at least. I don't think anything was younger than 5 years old. Maybe, possibly. But Oud Bruin from them is sitting around for 12 years. Let's see how this turns out. A murky kind of light to medium brown color. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It smells a bit tired. So what does it smell like? A little bit kind of like dirty funk in there. Yeah, some of that tired oxidative character, brown bags, and sort of like a fall dried leaves. But then there's up front, it was like, stewed apples, a little bit of raisin, kind of like nice, kind of like a little bit of apple cider vinegar, sort of what like Oud Bruin sort of smells like, malty, a little bit of like lightly toasted, medium toasted bread in there, a little like caramel sweetness. And there's another like acetone in there too. Nail polish remover. Cheers. All kinds of stuff going on. Okay. Up front, the beer has a little bit of like cocoa malt sweetness to it. A little bit like Tootsie Roll, a little bit chocolatey. That's what it is. More like malt. So like Whoppers. Yeah, Whoppers. Like Halloween candy Whoppers. Kind of malt ball chocolatey thing combination. Acidity is pretty light on this. I would say like a medium acidity. A little bit of like fresh cut apple in there. Bruised apple. Yeah, you ever have like a apple? I don't know why you do it. I mean, I save food, so I'm a crazy person. But like, you ever like just cut an apple and just let it sit out there for a minute, and it gets a little brown. You bite into it. It doesn't have that fresh snappiness to it. It has a little bit of like this kind of like tired flavor to it. Yeah, that's just oxidation, right? So this beer is oxidized all 12 years. It's just a little bit boring. Malt and acidity. After like half to 2/3 of the palate, there's really nothing going on. It's all right. You know what? The big thing is there's carb. After 12 years, if you guys aren't aware, doing the series. Oof. Sorry, I will say at least like, so bad thing. 1 out of 5 and 1 out of 4 beers were actually drinkable. And then half of that was just because they had no carb to it. This beer had beautiful carb. I doubt it was the wax. It just had to be a really good seal. So it was with the cap and the seal, the wax seal on top. So maybe the wax is something, but from a stand scientifically, it shouldn't really help too much. And the beer's drinkable. It's just like, it's just very bland. Yeah, I'm probably not going to finish it, but the fact it's drinkable is pretty good. Somewhere in like the BC range, B/C range. Let's go into 84. Wait, if it's drinkable, but I'm going to probably dump it. Then again, I'm being picky right now. I came home from work. Like, I'd like to enjoy beer. I don't want to really sip on something that I really don't want to like really love. A little bit of like light apple cider vinegar tartness to it. A little bit of like fruitiness, so you get this little bit of like dried apple skin and dried dates. A little bit dark fruitiness in there. Yeah, I'll probably finish this glass. So I finished like a third of the bottle, almost half the bottle. So that's all right. That's not bad. Let's go with an 84. 84, not really in the mood for it. Wish it was a little bit more complex. B is a good rating. B is a good rating of beer that you probably should finish, right? So it's not even that good. 83. Fine. Honestly, I'll just take a splash more. I have a little special beer to review. Bad seed from Peter Master Hoppet. So have a little bit of this, and I'll do that instead. Yeah, until next time, guys, cheers. I have a couple more left, so you guys are tired of the reviews. But honestly, this was pretty good. Let's go again. Sorry. Just rolling the... No good. You know what? It just needs a little bit more acidity. But for a 12-year-old beer, this is easily an A range beer. But I'm just telling you like what I taste out of the bottle right now, and that's like a BB minus beer. 84. I'm gonna go back to an 84. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Pretty surprising. Cheers later. 12-year-old beer, by the way. This might be one of the oldest out of that whole cellar, and this might be one of the actual ones that is actually pretty drinkable. So actually, yeah, there you go. I drank most of the bottle. Cool. That's actually a huge surprise. Cheers later.